Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. It has been a bit of a while. I do apologise. But today, obviously, the World Cup's starting on Sunday. I don't really know what to film, what to record. So today, we're going to be looking back at our season so far. Obviously, we are 15 games in. I do believe right now a few cup games here and there as well. So, yeah, tonight we'll be looking back on the season so far, take a look at this very eventful season, to say the least. And we're going for the goal of the season, best game of the season, and then towards the end we'll be talking a bit about transfers as well, because there has been a few reports in the last few days around some players as well. So we'll be discussing a few of them as well. But yeah, get your thoughts in the chat and drop a like, all that good stuff, and let's get into the chat as we always do. Hello to Leicester fan who is in here as well. Owen, welcome to the stream. Not too bad, mate. Was a good game here, really. Yeah, was last week, wasn't it? Hello, Callum. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Going very well. Yeah, 100%. I think that's the best place to start. We'll talk about the start of the season a bit earlier on, but yeah, just quickly looking at the Premier League table. Then, as you can see, got the graphics up tonight, boys. Jesus Christ, I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, as you can see, Leicester are 13th right now in the Premier League, which, you know, based on how we started the season, I think is pretty good. 17 points, 0 goal difference right now, which is a massive positive. Obviously, we've got Bournemouth and Villa around us as well. But if you look towards the top of the Premier League, you know, we're not far away. You know, Chelsea in 8th, we're only 4 points behind it is. Yeah, 4 points behind Chelsea in 8th, which is pretty mental. Brighton there as well. So, yeah, overall, I think, you know, we're going to be pretty happy with how the season's gone, considering how, you know, shit it started. So, yeah, you Jacob Jakob. I hope you're doing all right, mate. Well, yeah, fair play. Good away in that was, weren't it? I moved in the second half, but yeah, 100%. Big up Yuri. We've already yeah, obviously we're linked with him in the summer. We'll talk about that a bit later on as well. We have been linked with a few different players. Obviously, it looks like a fullback is apparently going to be a priority, so we could be seeing a bit of movement around that one. Obviously, Ricardo hopefully will be back in the next couple of months as well. Obviously, Justin is out for the remainder of the season, it looks like. So, yeah, I think a fullback is definitely needed. Yeah, on to the video then. Today, the stream season so far. I think it's fair to say it's been an absolute roller coaster. Started off absolutely dreadfully. Obviously, we were rock bottom of the league after we lost to Tottenham 6-2, we lost to Brighton 5-2, we lost to Southampton, we lost to Arsenal, we lost to Chelsea, was drew to Brentford in the first game, that sort of thing. And I'll be honest, I didn't think we were going to turn it around. I said numerous times, there's no way to turn the situation around, and I don't think it has turned around as such, but it's definitely on the way there. It's, you know, 60-70% the way there, because the way we've really turned things around has been pretty crazy, to be honest. I think a lot of credit needs to be given to Brendan, although, you know, we've all slated him, we slated Ward, that sort of thing. They have really turned it around big time, so credit needs to be given to them. Yeah, obviously the games, you know, Everton, West Ham, I said here, if we get 1 point from them, I'll be happy. Went out and got 6 and got 2 clean sheets with 2-2-0 wins as well. It's flipping unbelievable how well we've done. Obviously, West Ham, Everton, they're not the best teams, but, you know, they're still difficult away games. So, yeah, you can't really complain at all. And obviously, just like I showed you earlier, we'll stick the league table back on the screen. It's, you know, it's shot us right up the league table right now. So I think the breaks potentially not come at the best of time for Leicester, but, you know, it was always going to come at this time. So hopefully we can keep this form going into a few big games after the break. We've got Newcastle, we've got Liverpool, we've got Fulham as well in the next 3, I think. Obviously, we've got MK Dons before that as well. But yeah, let's get into the chat again then. Rufaz, yeah, 100%. Warden, big up Ward. I was always a Ward supporter. I was 100%, a big Ward supporter. Rufaz for fire right now, yeah. If we win against Newcastle, we go 7th. Yeah, that Newcastle game is one I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, it's on Boxing Day. It's bloody ages away, but that is a huge game. And, you know, to be fair, Leicester usually do all right against Newcastle at home. We always seem to, if we win, we usually batter them. So it's going to be an interesting one. However, what's game against West Ham, I can say that Maddison goal was fire. It was. Barnes' goal was good as well. I think, especially the movement, the finish as well was fantastic, and, you know, a great way to wrap up another win. It always seems to be Barnes who he always gets the crucial goals as well, which, you know, is absolutely beautiful stuff. So, yeah, I think obviously it would be good if we could have played Newcastle this weekend, then you just keep the games going because Leicester are one of the most informed teams in the league right now. So it's a bit of a shame for that to stop, but I really think we can argue with it too much. To be fair, yeah, 100%. I think the West Ham game wasn't our best performance. Obviously, I didn't do a match reaction to that game because I was just knackered after West Ham away. The flipping bus took absolutely ages to get back. Honestly, it took 4 hours to get there, about 4 hours to get back as well. It was a joke. So yeah, it was a good away day, but it took flipping forever. So I don't think I'll be going West Ham again next year because it's just a pain in the arse. But yeah, I think the West Ham game itself, like I said, wasn't the best of our performances, but we did well. We grinded it out, defended well, and sometimes Leicester have lacked that in the last couple of years. We're not playing well. We can see stupid goals, but that West Ham game showing that we can defend them, we can still create chances. Obviously, Maddison went off injured, that sort of thing, which obviously didn't help, but still fantastic win. 100%. The confidence is absolutely massive. Exactly, like 100%. Kai, I hope you're doing all right. Yeah, it's a bit. To be fair, for Christmas, I don't know whether to get a new frame up here. Not sure. Thoughts, lads? Should Sports get a new frame? Might do. I don't know. It's obviously got this stuff up here in the way, so I don't know how it fit in. But yeah, don't know. That's a bit of a random thing to say, but yeah, big up the setup. But yeah, obviously we talked about the game so far. I think less said about the first 6 or so games, the better, because it's absolutely dreadful and we looked like we were going to get relegated. We still could, but I don't think we will. So yeah, let's get on some more positives then. Game of the season so far. Now this, I think most people will probably say the same one. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the chat, boys. Game of the season so far. We'll do a home one and an away one because I think most people will say Forest, which I will. Because I think the way we obviously smacked Derby, 4-0, isn't it? But yeah, in the chat, game of the season so far. Let me know your thoughts and also most impressive performance because I think Forest obviously was a huge win, but maybe not as impressive as some of us. So let me know. Let me know your thoughts down below. Newcastle will be a very hard game at Wolves. It's going to be good to test ourselves. Game of the season is Wolves versus Forest at home. To be fair, I think Everton away was really underrated. I think because we went there and dominated them. To be fair, I really did think I thought we did because we could have scored a lot more. We had loads of big chances. Maddison hit the post. We had great chances in the first half. So I think that Everton performance was very good. Wolves away obviously was fantastic as well. It's at home, I think, isn't it? Yeah, it's at home. First game, Boxing Day, King Power, 26th of December, 3 o'clock. So home game. Very rare, but West Ham, fair enough. Fair enough. I think I can see why because it's one of those games where we weren't playing too well, but we managed to grind out the result, and it's huge. If Leicester didn't get the win against West Ham ahead of this World Cup break, although we did turn things around a little bit, it would have been a bit disappointing. So is it away? Let's have a look. I'm pretty certain it's at home because I know we got Liverpool away a few days after, which I'm going to try and go to. Yeah, it is. It's at home. It's at home. But yeah, Newcastle will be tough as well, isn't it? But yeah, Newcastle will be a good game to really judge ourselves, I think, because obviously in recent weeks we've been playing teams like Wolves, West Ham, Leeds, etc. Who aren't the best of teams in the league, and Newcastle have been obviously fantastic. So it will be a really tough test, and I don't know. I think we'll win. Obviously, I don't even know what I was speaking about. It's like flipping 5 weeks ago, but yeah. What else? This is the thing. What else do I even talk about, boys? Because quite frankly, I don't really want to do any World Cup stuff unless I might do some stuff on Leicester players like Maddison, Castagna, Tillemans, Amati, Faz, etc. Who's playing. But apart from that, I don't really want to sit in and talk about England doing previews because I don't know. I just don't think it'll reach that many people. But even Rodgers now, yeah, I think to be fair. He does need to get some credit. I think Rodgers does because he has done wonders really. Warden, Brendan, and something I said opposite. Yeah, poor Iverson, But the thing is, we weren't wrong in saying it. If you look back to it, I don't regret saying the stuff I said because Iverson saved the penalties against Stockport. Ward had a mare against Arsenal. Where Ward starts the next game. It's like I don't think I can say. I don't think any of us guys can say we were wrong for saying Iverson in because at the time Ward was dreadful. At the time Leicester were dreadful, and Brendan, he made these stupid comments, and it only looked like it was going to go one way. But fair play to him, he's turned it around, and here we are now. But I don't really. People be like, "Oh, you said you know Brendan out started the season. Now you're the best thing going." But you have to be realistic about it. And I think the things we said were right. And everyone knew it. The last 9 games, 6 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, all competitions. See what I mean? It's like and that loss was against Man City as well. When we could have got a result from that. To be fair, obviously it was a wonder goal by KDB. I never thought it was Brendan's fault anyway. I thought it was the players who didn't look bothered. No, I think I do disagree. I think Brendan I don't really think the players have really turned it around. Well, they have turned it around, but I don't think the players can't. Surely the players can't go from losing to 5-2, 6-2, back to this. I think it's a lot to do. I think the set piece coach deserves a lot of credit as well because since he's came in, obviously his first game was Tottenham, but he was only there for a few days, so it don't really count. But since then, we look so much stronger at set pieces. And, the last goal we conceded from open play was Bournemouth away. That was bloody ages ago. So yeah, I think if we can get some sort of results from Newcastle and Liverpool, I think that will be the thing for me saying, yeah, we've turned it around. But I just think we need to pick up a result against like a big side, which obviously Liverpool way is very tough. We never do well there, and not many people do. Newcastle at home will be difficult as well. So yeah, big games coming up. Forest best game of the season. Yeah, I think the manner of the game as well. Has to be said. Yeah, here's another one then. Player and goal of the season. I think there's a few contenders here. One certain Belgium will be up for one of the categories, and obviously the other one. I think we all know who we're going to say, but there could be some outsiders in there as well. So let me know your thoughts. Yeah. I think that's the main thing really. I think tactically at times it wasn't too bad, but it was the comments after the games which made me a bit angry. And the substitutions were, a bit dodgy. But in these last, if you look at this particularly Everton and West Ham, I think he's got it spot on. Leicester now playing with a settled side, which for me is vital. You see the best teams also play the same team each week. When Leicester won the Premier League, we played the same team each week, and that's what you got to do. If we keep chopping and changing it, it's just not going to work. So right now, Leicester have got a settled side, and obviously hopefully we keep everyone fit. I did jinx it because before the Newport game, I was going, "Oh, Leicester haven't got any big injuries so far this year." James Justin's out for the rest of the season. So well done to me. So yeah, I don't want to jinx anything else. Opinions on the main man Dewsbury Hall. To be fair, I did say he wasn't good. I don't know if I said he wasn't good enough, but I was saying he's a bit poor before the Everton game. But Everton and West Ham, I thought he was excellent, particularly Everton. I thought Everton the way was very good, so he's kind of redeemed himself. I always thought he was a good player, but I just think technically he wasn't as good. But Everton away, technically his pressing game was fantastic as well, and I think he's just a player we need in there. His legs, you know what I mean. He's always in there fighting. He's always he's box to box. He's all over the shop. So yeah, I really do like him. God knows, it's for a certain purpose. If you know, you know. Madison played the season so far. Tillemans versus Wolves. I don't know. I obviously I agree with Madison, but I don't know if it's the Tillemans Everton or Tillemans Wolves. So I think Wolves was obviously crazy, but Everton the way obviously in the away end I had a perfect view of it. I saw it just dip down. It was crazy, but I just think the way he set himself up, then hit it. But Wolves was like a thunderbolt, wasn't it? I think Everton was more of like a loopy dip. So I don't know. I might go. I don't know. It's tough, isn't it? It is tough. It's a tough toss up. I think if Tillemans doesn't win a goal of the month in November, it's crazy because he should have got it for October as well. But yeah, I don't know how Almiron won that one, but fair enough. I firmly believe that we wouldn't sack him before Forest because he had games that he shouldn't lose. I'm glad that happened, as all it took was results to get the ball rolling for us. Yeah, I think it's easy to say now, isn't it? But yeah, no, actually not. In hindsight, I don't think I was wrong with what I said because I still back. I don't know. If you look back to the time, I still think he should have got the sack. But obviously, right now, it's never going to happen. Forest rules, yeah, and the crucial thing for me is the nil because keeping clean sheets has always been a thing Leicester struggled with, and these last few weeks have been incredible at keeping clean sheets. If you look at Palace at home was obviously a ball draw, clean sheet there. Leeds at home, clean sheet there. Man City obviously lost 1-0. Wolves clean sheet, Everton clean sheet, West Ham clean sheet. Do you know what I mean? It's It's crazy. Obviously, big Root Faz has had a massive part to play. Amarty, I think, has been very good recently as well. Fair play to him. I think them two have built up a pretty good, you know, connection back there, and I think it's working nicely. So big up to them. And Ward trio. Forest best game for me. Wolves just only because it's home and better atmosphere. Yeah, of course I remember you, Daddy Amarte. Madison Barnes are my favorite players this season. Madison Barnes, oh phase, yeah. Yeah, I think for me I'll go big Root. Madison obviously, and I don't know. Castagna. I don't know why. I like Castagna. So yeah, I'll probably say them three. But obviously, I think Barnes has been underrated to be fair because he scored loads of goals this year. And goals at crucial times. You know, Everton away, crucial goal to make it to West Ham. Pretty much the exact same thing. So, and the goals were all taken very nicely as well. So fair play to Harvey. Obviously scored that great goal against Forest. I think he scored at Chelsea away. Scored one against Leeds as well. So yeah, he's been on good form. So you think we signed Faz earlier in the summer? Do you think we would have had a better start? Yeah, 100%. I really do. But that's the thing. Yeah, we only signed him. Imagine if we signed 4 or 5 players of the same like impact as Woot. We would have been top four. Like honestly, I'm not even over exaggerating because you see what one player can do. Imagine if we signed even 2 or 3 of the same ability, and it's like it only cost 15 mil, weren't it? So you know what I mean. It's a fantastic buy to be fair. I think I've always been Rodgers in. Fair play. I mean, I certainly wasn't. Do you think Madison will leave for Newcastle in the summer? I don't know if it'll be Newcastle, but I think he'll go in the summer. I don't think he'll go in January. So yeah, I think it will be tough to keep hold of him, especially if Leicester don't get Europe and these teams like Newcastle get Europe, which is a high chance. So I think he'll stay in January. It's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy how things can change. If it wasn't for KDH start of the season, we was KDH at the start of the season, but he was full. Yeah, I think he's just quite reliable and works hard. And I think at the start of the season, because we were doing so bad, Dewsbury was the only one who kind of looked bothered in it. No, I won't say bothered, but you know what I mean. Just seems to be putting a bit more effort in than others. But start of the season, I remember we were sat here. It was so depressing, weren't it? But I think we got used to losing. If we were Southgate, no, don't say Southgate questions. Keep them in. It gives me stuff to talk about. I would have put Barnes in. Yeah, so would I. I think if you look at the people on form, how's Conor Gallagher got in? I'm not being funny, but I don't rate him at all. Conor Gallagher, even Mason Mount shouldn't have got in it. And if it's on form, why is he in? Because he's been awful this year. You know what I mean? There's other players as well, like Sterling. This is quite aimed at Chelsea, but Chelsea are not on form, are they? But I think Barnes should have definitely had a chance of getting in there because he showed it, and he's been reliable this year, and that's the thing we need. We only signed Thousand Day on Day. I think you heard Bogger first sight out this summer. We read that again. It's gone away. There we go. Flipping streaming stuff's annoying. Yeah, I think that transfer broken down at the last minute. So yeah, it's one of them ones. But we said about yeah. Still KDH, Foxborn and Brad, 100%, 150. Yeah, definitely. I think, to be fair, obviously last year he grown into the side. I think he came in at about, when did he come in? I think his first Prem start was maybe, I don't know, it was around December time. It was about this time last year, I think, wasn't it? And he settled in really well. So, you guys like Bogger in? Fave team in the Prem? Jesus, that's a tough question, isn't it? Fave team in the Prem apart from Leicester. Who do I not mind? Flipping out. I need to get the league table up here. Let me just try and pick someone. Who do I not mind? Fulham. Yeah, I'll say Fulham. I don't know. I don't like it. To be fair, I don't like most teams, but yeah, I'll say Fulham. Big up. What's wrong with Fulham? People say we never signed a Mahrez replacement with this year. We signed Gasol. Jesus Christ. Madison's the Mahrez replacement on the right. Makeshift right winger. Just imagine if we get hold of Lookman. You see, if you don't know if you guys know, but he's in very good form for Atalanta, isn't it? So it's crazy. It is crazy. Uh, Hopefully joins. Do you think he'll join? I don't know. I just don't. He's from Atalanta, and Lookman's gone, and Lookman's took his place. It's like, what are we doing? Well, I think I froze there. Hold on. I go back. It's just a weird transfer. It really is because Lookman's gone to Atalanta and took his spot, and we had Lookman last year. Now we're trying to sign his replacement. It's like, it doesn't make much sense to me. So I don't really know. I'd rather take someone else. To be fair, I'd rather take Noni Madueke, but I think he's still injured, isn't he? So yeah. Let's talk some transfers then. Obviously, I did say at the start we'll wrap it up with some transfers. We've got about 10 minutes left tonight. Yeah, one player who I've been seeing we are been linked to is William Carvalho from I think it's Real Betis. I'm not sure if he's moved since, but Leicester have been linked with him for several seasons. There was a report today saying Leicester are linked with him as always, so I wouldn't read too much into it. But yeah, William Carvalho, we have been linked with a few fullbacks. There was some talk about Luke Shaw as well. I think apparently he was linked with us and Everton in the summer. There was some contact, and to be fair, I'd probably take Luke Shaw. I really would because I think just need someone who's who's experienced, but how old is he? He must be a bit old now because he's been around for ages, hasn't he? Luke Shaw. How old is Lukey Shaw? 27. So he's to be fair, he's not that old, is he? So to be fair, I would probably take him because he's experienced. He's an English international. He's English, which helps, I think. And I don't know. I just fancy someone like we never seem to sign anyone like that, but it just depends how much it's going to be because quite a lot of people could be after Luke Shaw, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Poor Yannick. Poor Yannick. Hey Josh, glad we've turned it around. Really hope you can convince Yuri to stay, but I'm not too sure if we should or sell not January if he doesn't want to. Yeah, hi mate. Hope you're doing all right. I think with Yuri, I think in the summer, well, this summer gone, I think everyone thought he was going to go. I was personally shocked that he stayed. So I think he'll stay in January, and then he'll probably go in the summer for free, which is obviously it's disappointing. But he's been here for ages now. I don't really think we can blame him for leaving. So also, it's not coming in. I completely agree. Completely agree. We have so many clean sheets, yet we conceded almost. I know it's crazy. That just shows you how flipping this is Leicester summed up, isn't it? In 15 games, we've gone from the lowest of the lows to literally the high, well, not the highest of the highs, being really high. It's like, how can it be so opposite in just a few months? It's just crazy. Tillerman's goal, and that's the thing. I know he missed a penalty against West Ham, but the guy can't score from 12 yards, but he can flip and score from flipping half volleys, thunderbolts from like edge of the box. It's crazy, isn't it? But he does love that top left corner, doesn't he? Every penalty he goes to the left. He needs to change it. But yeah, obviously Tillerman's, we all know how good he is. I think last year obviously was a bit poor, but yeah, he's showing his levels this year. So big up to Yuri. And even if he does go, well, when he goes, I think he'll act in a very, good manner, unlike some for Fana. Yeah. To be fair, the profile pictures are quite strong in the chat. I'll admit it. Who's got the best profile picture? I think Connor's got the best one. Woot and Big Dan. Pretty beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, big up to the profile pictures. We do love to see that. We're going to thrash MK Dons. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Actually, let's talk about that. I think. Well, first of all, I'm going to try and go if I can get a ticket. I know Leicester got about 6,500 seats. So I should be able to get one. But I don't know why I think it, but Leicester are going to win the Carabao Cup this year. I'm telling you for a fact, it's happening because if I can just quickly get the Carabao Cup draw up for you, there ain't many good teams left in it. For some reason, I think we're going to win it. Really do. Let me just quickly get the draw up, and I'll show you what I mean. I looked at it earlier. Actually, it's quite crazy. We just get it up. There he is. Right, the draw. All right, Southampton, Lincoln. Them two are both pretty poor. Charlton, Brighton. We can beat Brighton. Blackburn, Forest. We can beat them. Wolves, Gillingham beat them. There's our game. Newcastle's obviously good. Maddie, Burnley, and you got Liverpool, Man City. So one of them are going to go out as well. See what I mean? There ain't many good teams left in it. There's only 3 of the top 6, and one of them's guaranteed to go out. Then there's Newcastle. And apart from that, Leicester are probably the best team from the rest. So I think, honestly, I think we can win it. Don't know why. I think we can. Obviously, it just depends on Leicester again. They got a good draw, but we've had who we had Stockport, Newport, and MK Dons. It's funny, isn't it? What do you think we're a good replacement for? No one, no one. Danny Wood's the man. If I have to say someone else, you know. I don't know what's going on with Twitter. I don't really use it that much, so yeah. Apparently, it's all popping off, but who knows? Our Madison profile picture. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Actually, it is pretty. To be fair, I can't. It's just they're so small on there. I can't really see them. But pretty cool. Why is it paused there when I'm scratching my nose? Done me dirty. Big teams out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Rowe was actually scared of crap. Yeah, they're doing well, aren't they? Actually, they're not West Ham out. Cheers, mate. Is it Dan? I think it's you, isn't it, Dan? Yeah, cheers, Quinn. Perfect bogey team in the come. Yeah, that's the thing. Hopefully, we can. Hopefully, they can knock Forest out, and we can avoid them, and we can get. Who do we want? Who do we want? I'll take Southampton or Lincoln. I'll take any of them. I'll take Wolves or Gillingham. You know what I mean? I reckon, Leicester winning it. We're winning it. I'm telling you. Trip to Wembley. That's the thing. If Leicester can, do all right this year, get a top 10 finish, win the cup, I'd be happy with that. I really would. So I think that's the thing we need to go for, because it's all well getting 8 plays, getting into the Europa League and stuff, but I want to win something, man. Do you know what I mean? Europa League is good going. Whoa, we're like we ain't going to win it, are we? And even the Conference League, it's all good, but it's just annoying. You got to play Thursday, Sunday. I'd rather just win a trophy, man. Unless you do have a good record in the League Cup as well. So it's happening. It's happening. What we honestly screen record it. Leicester are going to win the Carabao Cup this year. Watch. Anyway, that's some of my predictions. But yeah, if you've got any final questions, boys, let me know in the chat. I'm going to end this in a few moments' time. If you have any video suggestions or anything to do between now and the start of until Newcastle, let me know, because I'm a bit lost, because I don't really know what to really do. And I don't say England stuff because I don't want to do England stuff. But yeah, I might do a few videos around the World Cup, Leicester related. So say if Tielemans scores and Belgium are doing well, I'll do a video talking about him, Castagna, Faz, etc. Madison comes on for England, who scores, which is going to be unlikely because he's injured. I'll do a video on that, etc. Wales and stuff as well. But yeah, apart from that, I don't really think I'm going to be doing any particular England previews and stuff. But yeah, I'm a bit stuck, boys. Can't lie, it's a bloody pain in the arse. It really is. Hopefully, some transfer rumours start coming in. I'm going to do a video in the next couple of days about who Leicester should try and go out and sign in January. So that will be coming out probably within the next week. And hopefully we can get some transfer news in. Obviously, the World Cup does start on Sunday, which is pretty mad. Favourite Leicester player in the squad? Ooh, Madison. To be fair, I know it sounds obvious, but when Madison was poor a few years ago, I was still a big fan of him. So yeah, it did make me very emotional when he got into the England squad. So big up to Big Madders. But yeah, I think it's got to be James Maddison. Just something about him, his swagger. Obviously, his ability is second to none as well. So yeah, I think that was about it tonight. We discussed everything. Obviously, it's good to talk to you guys once again. It has been a while. If you haven't already, make sure to watch the West Ham, Everton, Wolves away vlogs if you haven't already. If you haven't watched them, so make sure to do that. Some three very, very good away match vlogs. I'm trying to get some Liverpool away tickets for the next Prem game. Hopefully, I'll be at MK as well. If not, the next game for me will be Fulham. I can't make the Newcastle game on Boxing Day. So, yeah, lots of content on the way, obviously, when Leicester get back into the Premier League, into action, and we'll be kicking it off. Back to usual stuff with MK on the 20th of December, I think. So, about a month to go. So, yeah, hopefully I can come up with some ideas before now and then. And if not, I'll see you then. But I'm joking. I'll try and do it at least a stream once a week, just talking random stuff. So, yeah, that is the plan. Cheers for you guys for coming in tonight. As always, massively appreciated. Just pull your head off. Make sure to drop a like. It massively helps the channel get shared around to all other Leicester fans. so we can help to build up this beautiful community. And yeah, I'll probably see you guys in a few days with another video. Hopefully England can beat Iran on Monday, isn't it? So hopefully James Maddison can play, but apparently he's missing training and stuff, so it looks unlikely. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm a Sportster, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in my next video. Stay safe, boys, and I'll see you in the next one. Up Leicester in a little bit, boys.